Congratulations! You are about to begin the pleasant experience of selling bargain basket products. Selling and servicing bargain baskets can be a rewarding and pleasurable experience. Very few product lines draw attention and interest like bargain baskets. Store owners, employees, and the buying public anxiously await each new delivery of unique tools and household items brought into the store by you. Bargain Baskets is a 15-year-old rack jobbing program with a history of selling more small tools than any other program in Southern California. Bargain Baskets are found in locations such as AM/PM Mini Marts, 7-Elevens, Shell Marts, Texaco Food Marts, independent convenience stores and supermarkets, Long's Drug Stores, auto dealership parts departments, auto parts stores, hardware chain stores, and independent hardware stores. This short tape is designed to help you set up stores and later on, when delivering product, maximize your sales efforts. When you introduce bargain baskets to a new customer, have the following facts in mind. They will help reduce sales resistance. Bargain Baskets is a 15-year-old company which sells products in more than 600 stores in San Diego County alone. By the end of 1998, Bargain Baskets will be in over 10,000 stores nationally. Stores average in sales from 2.5 pieces per day to 4.7 pieces per day, depending upon foot traffic and rack location. Store owners must understand that Bargain Baskets is not just a tool program. It is an impulse program which draws customers to the baskets. The rack is not to be placed in the back of the store with other tools, and the tools are not to be taken out of the basket and hung on hooks like other tools. The location of the rack is the most important factor in determining the success or failure you will have when selling product. The care and maintenance you provide is a close second. The racks are designed to fit close to the counter. They also can be placed in high traffic areas. Customers who see the rack perceive the program as a one-time purchase opportunity. They will spend time digging through the tools to find as many tools as they feel they need. Multiple sales are very common. When tool bins are filled with wrinkled packaging or dirty product, customers are immediately turned off and stop buying. Bargain Baskets has a constantly changing line of products. This brings customers back to the rack over and over again. Avoid pulling tools out of another box to sell multiple tools. For example, a manager wants to put 5 more hammers into the rack because he thinks they will sell faster. You must tell the manager in a polite way the tools are sold as a blended mix. When a customer sees the same product over and over again, he or she will stop buying. We do not break up mixes for special orders. All products are guaranteed against breakage. Store owners can simply return brokens to you for a full exchange. The first segment of this tape illustrates how to set up a new rack. Before entering the store, check the new rack for any broken wires or any abnormalities. Carry with you an Arrow P22 stapler and P22 staples. Keep in your vehicle extra signs in case the signs on the rack are torn or wrinkled during transport. Be sure to know how to wrap the racks with a red cloth. The top rack will have the cloth woven in a way to skip the 2 middle wires and will fit inside the side wires with no weaving. The back will be woven and stapled. Be sure to staple the cloth only when it is pulled very tight and straight. The bottom rack, like the top rack, has the cloth woven in the front with the 2 middle wires skipped. When you do the sides, be sure to go around the corner and then weave the cloth on the sides and in the back. Staple when tight. Use approximately 12 staples in straight lines to hold the cloth in place. Be sure to know the proper placement of signs on the rack and how to affix the signs to the red cloth wrap. Signs touch the top of each basket. They are woven and centered. Skip the 2 middle wires when weaving. When you enter the store, be sure to smile and introduce yourself to the store manager or owner. Then explain who you are and why you are bringing a rack of tools into the store. Show the person in charge your invoice. Indicate how many tools you are going to bring in and what the cost will be. In most cases, when setting up a corporate store, you will be furnished a letter from the corporate buyer. Be sure to present your copy of this letter. Normally the letter will indicate the rack is to be placed in an area where the product will be sold as an impulse item. Show the manager how nicely the rack looks in front of the counter. Be sure to explain why the rack should be placed near the checkout stand or in a high foot traffic aisle. Once you have identified the location of the rack, move the rack to an area away from any foot traffic and begin the process of filling the basket. When the rack is filled, move it back to its selling position. Bring the product in from your vehicle. Be sure to keep the containers and your dolly away from any foot traffic. Stack the containers to make loading the top rack an easy task. The medium-sized rack, which is the most commonly used rack in corporate stores, normally holds 200 products on a first order. Be sure to have a store employee count you in. When you count in the tools, be sure to count them one by one and be sure to count loud enough so the employee counting you in can hear you. Never let anyone else but you count in your product. Open the carry-in container and take out the smallest tools first. As you load the bin, place the tools on the bottom of the top rack first. Count at a consistent and rapid rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Lay the tools as flatly as possible. Continue stacking and arranging tools in order of smallest to largest, always flat and compact. Never arrange tools in any planned order or category in the bin. Flat and assorted is the desired way. A new setup should take 10 minutes. If the employee who is counting you in is interrupted, stop your count and emphasize where you ended your count. Write down the number where you stopped. If the employee is tied up for longer than 5 minutes, ask if you can continue counting in on your own. When you find hammers and hacksaws in the first 100 tools, place them flatly on the bottom of the lower basket. When you find squeegees in the first 100 tools, place them standing upright through the corner holes in the back of the top rack as shown here. Hammers, hacksaws, and squeegees found in the second 100 tools are laid flatly on top of all the tools on the lower rack. Larger products, which are bulky, can be placed along the sides of the baskets. This will allow you to place more products flatly. When you complete filling the rack, thank the employee who counted you in and thank the manager. Be sure to leave your card. Have the responsible party sign or pay for the order. Move the rack to its permanent position.